Everyone, welcome to another episode of my YouTube vlog show, TPL, aka The People's Lima, hosted by me, Eric Lima, the straight up certified me. Born and bred in the 70s, raised in Maine in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, stood tall in the 2000s, still standing my ground in today's present time while I talk about what's up, what's down, what's all around town in my life, and in my favorite things in entertainment, why I bring the three S's, three H's, three E's, three L's, and one little F to all of you. The three S's: silliness, smiles, and soul. Three H's: heart, humor, and happiness. Three E's: education, encouragement, entertainment. Three L's: life, love, and laughter. And the one F: fun to all of you. Episode 957. We're on that road to 1,043 more episodes to go. I am excited. Yeesh, it's going to be great. On word of warning, a little bit of awareness. A couple of troll channels have decided to once again harass me, even though I haven't heard from them in quite a while. But they continue to harass me. So if anybody has Ford Worker and Rail CK on their channels as subscribers, please block them immediately. They're saying so many crazy stuff about me already. They're trying to destroy my hard work on here. So just let me well there. You know, they're just desperate for attention. The problem is that they hide their faces and their true identities. You want attention, be real, be yourself, and be respectful. Three main things. And do something positive. If you can't do all those things, don't expect to get the attention you crave. That's how I feel about that. I've already blocked them and deleted their comments, said nothing to them, but a little friendly advice and everyone out there that wants attention. You see, so, be it as it may, bearing that in mind, we're going to go on to talk about the subject I want to talk about. I just found out that our local arcade, Tilt, after 6 years being at the mall, is officially closed down. That's right. Tilt is gone from the Dartmouth Mall, and Tilt opened up in the year right after Dream Machine closed down in 2010. It was really a sad day. Dream Machine was one of my favorite arcades to go to. Tilt wasn't as good as Dream Machine was. I have to admit something, though. The only reason why I go into Tilt was to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That is it. That's all I played was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I beat the game so many times, and then I fell out of love with Tilt. Because Tilt, I think one day Tilt didn't have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I said, I'm done with it. Well, but this shows the shutdown. I mean, felt like Porky Pig there for a minute. The closing down of Tilt in the Dartmouth Mall shows me that arcades are a dying breed or an endangered species if they were animals, but that type of deal. You think about it, back in the 80s, back in my heyday, all right? I'm sure all you youngsters will probably get on my case and call me old man and grandpa and all that good stuff. Please respect your elders, people. I used to, go to the arcade a lot, especially in the 90s too. The arcades were my favorite place to go to. I used to go play a little, play some Super Mario Brothers when there was an arcade back in the day. Nintendo Play Choice 10. But I used to go in to see all the bloops and bleeps and blips of arcade gaming. Like, you hear the coin blings from Super Mario Brothers, the waka 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 gobbling of the pellets in Pac-Man, the crash landing of aliens trying to hit your ship in Galaga, and the sounds of Dig Dug, Cuber, and I mean, pole position. I can go on. Donkey Kong Jr., Burger Time, Millipede, Centipede. I mean, the arcades back in the day were the shiznit. That's right, I said it, shiznit. And they were the bomb. They were the thing. They were the radical thing in the 80s. They were the best. They were top notch. Then the 90s, you evolved to Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Super Street Fighter 2 is just, it's unbelievable. the fighting games, Marvel and Capcom games. They were huge. They were hitting it big. It was unbelievable. It's amazing about how, arcade games, now kids don't want to play arcade games. They want to play it right in their tablets. They want it in their tablets. We got the home consoles. We got, which is really fine and all fun and grand. But nothing beats the sheer joy of going to an arcade and just walk in, smell a pizza or popcorn. All the bloops and bleeps from games like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Dig Dug, Q*bert. The Super Mario versus Super Mario Brothers. I mean, it was huge. It was huge, as President Donald Trump would say. It was huge. It was huge. But it was something that unbelievable. I mean, it was unbelievable. But it's sad. But now that's the sad part. And the thing is too that people now have emulators on their computers. They can download all the arcade games they want. They put it in a little SD card and put it in a Raspberry Pi 3 system, where you can just grab a controller and just press a button just to enter coins and play it, which is really cool. Because probably in the back of whoever invented it, in the back of their minds, they're going to know the arcades are going to be a dying breed and they're not going to be around any longer. So it's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to find the games, we're going to emulate them, and then boom. We'll put them in this SD card, we'll sell them on eBay, and we'll get consumers to enjoy the games they play in the arcades, and at the arcades in the comfort of their own home. And who knew, right? You could do that with video game consoles, but you want the actual arcade games. What if people say, hey, it's not the same, it's not the same like the arcades, because they have many different conversions. Donkey Kong, it had the Nintendo version, the arcade version, ColecoVision version, the Intellivision version, the Atari version. Which one do you like best? Nothing beats the authentic, Excuse me. A little dusty. I'm just going to clean up his car a little bit. Anyways, and, what was I saying? Yeah, it's like, nothing beats the authentic arcade game, perfect arcade game. Nothing beats putting your initials on the list of high scores. That way you can go and tell your friends and brag. And see, my initials, EML, there. Try and beat that. It's like, it's a lot of fun. You challenge your friends. Try and beat my high score. How about Zaxxon? Zaxxon was huge back in the day, man. It's just sad that the arcades are a dying breed. It's really sad. It is. Gone are the days where you can walk in, you can smell pizza, or you like a local skating rink, you can smell pizza and popcorn, and then all your friends are skating. You just want, you say, well, I'm going to get off the rink and rest my legs up a little bit. I'm going to play some arcades. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, really surreal. It's unbelievable. I just remember, I'm playing an arcade game, and then somebody pops a couple of chords beside me and says, I'll play you, and all of a sudden now it's all you gotta do is just do your thing. It's so we're taking a picture of D's hot dogs. Hot dog stands, man. Like back in the day, you gotta miss all that. I mean, their parents took a picture of there, and they probably grew up in that place. It's really surreal. It's really, I don't know. It's mind-boggling how the arcades are dying. I mean, the only arcade left in our area, in our South Coast area, you're gonna have to go take a trip up to Route 140. Up to Taunton at the Galleria Mall, because Round 1 is the only one left. Oceans 18 is gone, now Tilt is gone. So you got Round 1 left. Round 1's been taking in all the money, and that's probably the The one reason why. And then before you know it, that is going to go. And the good news is, I got most of the arcade games already. Like on a PlayStation 2, I got the compilations. And that's what, too bad that Capcom did not come up with a third version of Classics Collection. Because now I'm able to play all those games that those Capcom games I wasn't able to play in the arcades or didn't have in the arcades. I didn't see. Like Battle Circuit, Alien vs. Predator, Ringmasters 2. No, not Ringmasters 2. Saturday Night Slam Masters 2, Ring of Destruction. I knew it was one of them. I keep forgetting. Wow. And, the Dungeons and Dragons era chapter with Tower of Doom and Shadow over Mystara. You got side-scrolling beat-em-ups. It's like, wow. Unfreaking believable. I could play Kid Nicky Radical Ninja if I wanted to. For an arcade. I got the arcade version. The coolest thing about it is that, like I said, with the emulators, we get an SD card. You make sure you download it, make sure everything is operable, and once you do that, it just once you do that, bada bing, bada boom, you're gonna be the realest gamer in the room. How you doing? You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. I love arcade gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Arcade gaming is the thing. All right, it's the thing to do, and I could do it now in the comfort of my own home. That's the beauty of it. But it's sad that you don't have to worry about going there, plunking your quarters, and watching your friends play and study their moves and methods and see how they play. And like, okay, can you duplicate the same thing they're doing? We don't know. So, yep, sad, but good things come to an end. I will never forget. Actually, I will never forget the first arcade game that I beat. All right, going to Dream Machine. I went 20 years ago. All right, I was still working at Ruby Tuesday at the time. I was working the morning shift, worked from 7 o'clock until whenever. It was so slow. My boss, Joe Monger, said, "Hey, you can go home. All right, you can get out. You're all set. Finish up. Clock out. Go home. I'll see you tomorrow. No problem. No problem, Joe." I told him. So I did that. Did everything I could. Boom. Clocked out 12:30. Put my stuff in my. I think I clocked out at 12. I think 11 or 12, 11:30, 12 o'clock. I changed in the restaurant bathroom and went up. I put my stuff in my father's van because I didn't have my license nor have a car at the time. So I went up to Dream Machine, up the mall, Dream Machine. That way I don't have to worry about dragging all my stuff around with me around the mall. And played X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I choose a team of Chun-Li and Wolverine or Chun-Li and Gambit because those teams work for me. I finally beat the game. I finally beat. My first arcade was X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I will never, ever forget that as long as I live. It was so exciting. It was excruciatingly wonderful. It was delightful. I feel like Matt Hardy now. But it was fun. It was great. And it puts a smile on my face. Yep, gone are the days of the bloops and bleeps and blips and everything else. And laser shots, pellet gobbling, and face punches and whatnot. It was a sad end of an era. So I tip my hat to the arcades. Thank you, and your legacy will live on through all the emulators and Raspberry Pis and Retro Pis that I have. I'll see you guys later. So that's all the time we have on the show. Remember, use your heads, don't do stupid things. Remember, cool to since have in person. Keep the folks in Vegas, in Texas, South Florida, Mexico, and Puerto Rico in your prayers as they were affected by shootings as far as Vegas is concerned. earthquakes as far as Mexico was concerned, and the hurricanes as far as the rest of the places were concerned, including Mexico. They were affected by one hurricane. Give out you can, and please love and respect one another. And if you're having a bad day, grab a pad, grab a pen, tell that bad day. They just made the list. Episode 957, entitled "Our Rest in Peace, Dartmouth Mall Tilt, 2011 to 2017." 43 more episodes to go. That's all there is to it. I gotta go, and it's 11:15. It's a beautiful day out. Enjoy the day. Bye.